That was submitted. That was submitted 6 months ago, though.
Yeah. So a lot can change in that amount of time.
Especially with all the practice people have been putting in for this tourney.
Oh, and the
Here we
racers
go.
are off.
All right, so we should probably start with talking about like the category, I guess, since it's a little bit complicated. So
there are quite a few restrictions put in place, leading to a bit of a confusing name. So to those of us joining on Speed Gaming, this is The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX. No save and quit, no wrong warp, no out of bounds, which is affectionately referred to by the community as No Squoob.
It's a great name.
It really is, though.
It rolls off the tongue.
I was about to say exactly that.
Yeah, these rules are required to make this run actually interesting, I think, because obviously any percent is completely broken, and I think, well, it's obvious. I think you beat it in less than 4 minutes now with Ace.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Ace is console viable now.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. I haven't seen anybody run it yet. I don't know if anybody submitted it either. But...
I believe I actually did see Sicky do some runs earlier when it was like first found, but I haven't seen anything since then. But yeah, so both runners getting their swords off the beach. That's pretty much required to do much of anything of note.
Quicksword.
Quicksword, yeah. So what Sicky did and what Crunchy tried to do is a little damage boost, where you damage boost off of the sea urchin into the hitbox of the sword, and it just saves. It's only a couple frames.
The actual damage boost only saves like optimally 3 frames, and it can lose you frames even if you get a good one if you like are too far away from the urchin before the damage boost, or if it bounces you too low. Most of the time save is coming in from the top of the screen,
yeah,
instead of the left, or from the left.
And here, yeah, Crunchy falling in the dreaded log pit. I really, really don't like this room. And Sicky with a beautiful...
That was a really quick Maudlin Skip.
Yeah.
Maudlin
Skip...
No Owl Skip, though.
Yeah. Owl Skip is definitely the less important of the two. Ooh, good RNG on Crunchy's side. Will we get the skip? Unfortunately...
Ooh, got stuck on the corner.
Yeah, getting stuck in the corner can be really rough.
Yeah, it sucks, because it's like muscle memory of when you turn upwards, and if you turn up too quickly, you just hit the corner and get stuck.
So, any of you who haven't watched LEDX before, Maudlin Skip is essentially you manipulate the Moblin to shoot an arrow up at you to boost you over a pit, and avoid having to go back to town or taking the mushroom to the witch and get powder to sprinkle on the raccoon. So we actually never save Terran in this run because we just
stays a raccoon.
Yeah, he stays a raccoon the entire time, except in 100% where miraculously he's not a raccoon for some reason.
You save. Some people save him and save and quit now because they do the bomb trigger onto his screen.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
But I mean, who runs save and quit? All right, shop time. Hopefully, Sicky gets lucky here. Doesn't get caught out by the shopkeeper. Oh no! A second try trendy!
Oh, really? I totally missed that. I was looking at Sicky's side.
Yeah, he was a little bit late.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's trendy. It's a thing that we joke about a lot, is getting second try trendy, but when you're trying to be as optimal as possible, you can sometimes easily miss it by either being like too early, or if you just do something different with your movement, you can accidentally miss it. So
yeah. Well, we got a second try trendy. I don't know if we've had any other second try trendies in the tourney so far, but it had to happen eventually.
Exactly. And now you're going to see Sicky. He's on his way to Dungeon 1 right now, and you're going to see him killing very particular enemies. And that's on purpose. That's not just to get them out of the way. It's to manipulate a piece of power, like an enemy counter that he's incrementing to get a piece of power to drop at particular points in the run. The piece of power helps increase your movement speed, and also increases the amount of damage you do to enemies.
There's also other small things like knockback, which doesn't matter most of the time, but like in Dungeon 5 comes into effect, and then pot picking up speed is nice.
Yeah, it's just like a little frame saver that's nice to have.
Yeah, so he's gonna want 30 kills to get that. It drops every 30 kills until you have 7 heart containers, when it dropped every 35, and then at 11 plus it drops, or over 11 it drops at 40 kills. But those don't matter, you only have to worry about the 30 kills. Unless you're getting D6 POP.
Which is becoming a lot more common these days. And another thing to keep in mind about piece of power count is that when enemies fall into a pit, they don't actually count as dead. It's not until they get that explosion animation and items drop from them, that's when they actually count as a kill. That's mostly important in the beetle room.
Yeah, you also have to be really careful on rooms where you leave really quickly after killing a mob, because you can actually leave before it fully dies, even if you don't knock it into a pit, and then it won't count. I think the biggest one, like the easiest one to recognize or to remember is like in Dungeon 3, when you're going upstairs after the super jump. Sometimes you usually hit the bat on the super jump, and sometimes you can leave the stairs before he's dead, depending on which super jump you do.
Yeah, and at high levels of play, you can actually use that as kind of a safety kill. You can either kill it on purpose as part of your POP route, but if you accidentally killed an extra enemy earlier in the run, there's a way to super jump that you will never kill that bat. And so you can use that to save a kill if you're ahead.
Little advanced strats.
There are a lot of little tiny details in this game.
Pretty good mold on for Sicky there.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess we should probably talk about super jumps. That's one of the things about the early game. There's a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah, Crunchy's about to go do one right here. Once he clips into this wall, so using wall clipping, you're able to trick the walls into letting you jump off of them, like they're ledges, because the tiles all use the same tile properties in the dungeons. So in the ones that they use for cliffs in dungeons are also used for normal walls. By clipping into it, you can trick it into thinking you're actually jumping off the cliff by switching, by moving against the wall and then away from the wall while midair, as long as you're facing away from the wall.
Yeah. And then there are also some super jumps that have been implemented into the route recently where you're not facing away from the wall. Or wait, no.
You don't start facing.
You don't start facing away from the wall.
Yeah. Those are the naked super jumps.
Yeah, naked super jumps is how we refer to them. I don't know what the proper name is. Swordless super jumps? I don't know.
I guess that's like the original name, but you cannot swordless implies you could also use bow or fire rod.
Yeah.
So I think naked sounds better. Can we get quads? No quads.
A triple single though.
Yep, always good.
Pretty much anything worse than anything other than 2 cycles is bad, but anything faster than 2 cycles or faster is totally fine in that room.
Yeah. Good Maudlin King. No issues there.
That's one of those fights that's just, it's not that difficult, but it can be easy to mess up every now and then. And when it does, it's just really hard to mentally kind of get back in the game after that. It just throws you off.
First flaw clip.
Yep.
That's a cool trick.
I'm not sure actually exactly how that works. I think it's like you keep moving after the text box starts.
Yeah, like once the text box comes up, there's like a frame of movement, I guess, after it appears, where you like move, but I guess it's not like restricted by walls or something, like because you move further into the clip enough to get through the wall.
Ooh.
That acorn.
Oh man, that acorn. Crunchy really close to grabbing that on accident.
It wouldn't be super bad if he got it, because it would go away when he enters D2, but
yeah,
it would just be slow for the text.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And that's one of the things about piece of power routing, is you have to account for about, what, 2-3 seconds of text popping up. And so if you can skip it, you can skip that text by bringing up the start menu, or the save and quit menu. So if you can make your piece of power drop as you wanted to do an equip anyway, it can save a lot of time over the course of the run. Well, a lot being like 8-10 seconds, but still.
Yeah, it adds up over time. Sicky got his POP where he wanted it. In Dungeon 2.
Dungeon 2 is probably one of my favorite dungeons, because it's just super, like, I don't know, just movement heavy. It's very, I don't know, execution based. It feels really static, except for the big key room coming up here.
Yeah, that's the only annoying part. Well, another thing I don't like about D2 is we can't skip the powder because of this first room right here that Crunchy's heading into, where you need to use the powder to light the torches.
Nice big key room on Sicky's side. Crunchy not quite getting the POP where you would usually see it.
I'm wondering if he was late, or if he dropped it on Maudlin King, maybe.
That is possible, because his POP route did seem very unconventional. I feel like most people tend to use a very similar POP route, but he was, like, not doing anything similar to what I've seen.
Maybe he's
it's
just
also
behind.
Possible, yeah. It's also possible that, depending on experience level and everything, POP is something that you don't start paying attention to a ton until you get a little bit more comfortable with just the run as a whole.
You can definitely get a sub 1 without getting any POPs. So
Yeah.
it's not like the most important thing in this run, though it does help out a lot.
In this fight especially. Interesting that he's using sword strats with no POP. I would probably switch to arrows here, because the arrow route isn't... Ooh.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Hinox. So, I don't think spin slashes help you on Hinox, actually.
Really? I've never really tried. So.
He had 7 hits, and one of them was a spin slash, and Hinox wasn't dead, and you only need 8 hits, so I'm pretty sure the spin slash didn't help. Sickynar getting a pretty good boss fight there, finishing off the dungeon. I seen the boss in a weird position though, so maybe he missed the bomb arrow. Maybe, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I was not looking.
Yeah, I was watching the Hinox fight.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, Sicky is making his way to one of the most RNG, non-RNG tricks in the game.
That's a good description for it.
It's, so I think it's based on like a
global frames, yeah.
Global frames, which
continue in your menu. So like, if you're not frame perfectly buffering your menus, like it's pretty much RNG.
It's essentially RNG, but it's completely manipulatable if you're a TAS. But
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, doing it with TAS is easy.
So yeah, ideally what you want to do is, they're using an audio cue, which we can't hear right now. But once you hear the sound of Link falling into the pit as you pause, he's gonna be kind of stuck on the screen transition. He's not going to fall down the pit anymore. And so he's just gonna hold down and oh.
Wow, he's getting not good luck at all.
Yeah. I lost count of buffers.
Also stuck over here on the wrong side.
Yeah, exactly, because of the switch that can be rough.
Switch.
At that point, I would probably just continue up through the top instead of going back around, but Wow, that was really, really bad as far as like the luck Sicky got on that.
I did not even. He got over 10 buffers for sure.
Oh, easily. I would say he was probably somewhere in the teens.
Yeah. Probably close to 15, maybe more. I don't know. It was. I stopped counting at like 9, and then I looked over like 10 seconds later, and he was still going. Someone saying they counted 20.
20?
Jeez.
My god. Is that a record? Because I feel like I've heard like 17 as the record or something.
I think GT got like 27 in a run once.
Wow.
On like just practice runs or whatever.
That's absolutely insane. Because each pause costs... Ooh, interesting bomb explosion for Sicky working out.
Yeah.
For each pause that you do, every time you pause and unpause, that's 2 seconds. So, so that's about 2 seconds for each extra pause that you take. So, 27 would be over 50 seconds. 54 seconds.
Yeah, the most I've had is 19 in a run.
I think my most is 16-ish.
Here we go with the clip on the D2 boss. Breaking the pot instantly. Ooh, Sicky getting his POP where he wants it as well.
Nice. Good quick kill on Crunchy's side.
Really good.
It's always scary on low health, though.
Time for the soft lock prone. Oh, he missed it.
Yeah, this trick can be really scary, actually, because even though it's not too big of an issue, it is possible to soft lock there, and just having the possibility of soft locking is enough to make anybody nervous, no matter how good you are at it.
I think the best strategy to not soft lock is going fast, even if you like are bad. Like even if you miss it and have to retry, like leave the room and retry, at least you didn't soft lock.
Exactly.
If you take your time, there's a higher chance you're gonna soft lock. Oh,
yeah, every time I've soft locked there, it's been because I hesitated.
The water looked radioactive in the swamp on Crunchy's screen with that bright green. Man. Nice, he gets the second jump. No soft locks for Sicky. That's good. Alright. This will save Crunchy a lot of time if he's able to get a quick Villa skip here. Over Sicky's lead.
Yeah, and in the room before this, also Sicky getting, almost
pretty good
perfect.
Vitreous.
Yeah, very, very good Vitreous, almost perfect. But the room before the boss right there, as far as the exploding enemies not counting towards POP, that's actually very important there. Like you don't want to kill the bats. Oh, Crunchy got a little bit lost, I think, in the maze.
Yeah. You got the second try 5th buffer.
Nice, that's not bad.
It's a lot better than 20.
Very true. Yeah, escaping this maze, it gives me more trouble than I care to admit.
Yeah, sometimes it's annoying. Sicky heading into the next soft lock possible spot.
Yeah.
The first major bomb trigger of the run.
Yeah, that one being Walrus Skip, which is pretty much one of 2 spots that allows us to completely skip the Ocarina, the Marin side quest, all of that.
Yeah, it's a pretty big sequence break.
Ooh, nice job avoiding the cucumber there.
Yeah. So bomb triggers are pretty interesting, I guess. By using 2 bombs within a certain amount of frames of each other, abusing screen transitions or like pits to be able to drop 2 of them within a certain amount of time, you can activate cutscenes and things when they're not supposed to be able to be activated. Like this walrus that Sicky is activating right now with his bombs, which will let us skip getting Marin, like Krensun said, and get past this stupid walrus. Nice, no soft lock. Yeah, now Sicky's gonna have to walk up to the cave up here so he can unlock his items, since bomb triggering that cutscene blocks your items because the game still thinks you're in the cutscene.
Yeah, like he couldn't even open his start menu. He literally was locked out of everything.
Mhm.
And the Land Mola fight, another spot that's not hard, but when you mess it up, man, it's annoying.
Oh no!
Oh!
The key!
The key can be a big troll. It's not that big of a deal in this category. It loses you about, what, 10, 15 seconds?
Yeah,
something like that.
Probably close to 15. But yeah,
in
I think
older
learning the audio cue so worth it if you have trouble with getting that key.
Yeah. In an old save and quit route, that lost you so much time because you would save and quit, like you would set up a save warp way back in Animal Village, so you would save the entire backtrack.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Thankfully, in modern no-scoop routes, it's not a huge deal. Just need to get back out of the cave and run back as usual.
Alright, time for the soft lock jump for Crunchy.
Nice. Very good.
Clean jump.
So, no soft lock so far.
Oh, that was the second time he did it. I missed the first one.
Yeah. Same, I was looking
no
on
soft
Sicky's
locks.
screen.
Alright, now Sicky's just gotta make his way all the way to open Dungeon 4. This is a little long. This is like the longest overworld section right here, from Dungeon 3 to get to Dungeon 4.
Yeah, it's still to the... Well, I guess now with ICS not so much, but for a long time this was one of the biggest and only major differences between save and quit and no save and quit. Was after Dungeon 2 you would activate this warp coming up over here and save and quit back to D2. So that way you would not have to do any of this overworld travel.
I mean, they still do that, I think.
Yeah, but I was just saying there's less of a difference now, or there's more of a difference now because instrument cutscene skip exists. Not that anybody use it, because it's awful.
It's so bad in LADX. 50-50 chance, boys. Global
and
frames.
One of them you have to do, or else your run is over.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Ooh, we're coming up to obstacle skip.
Not quite getting the owl skip on Crunchy's side.
Half the owl's missing though. That looks cool.
That is pretty fun.
Alright. Can Sicky do it? He's got it. He's got it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Easy.
Nice.
Good
Easy
frame.
obstacle
Good
skip.
Kyle. Yeah. So that's 1 for 4 so far. We're gonna have 4 chances for obstacle skip in this race between the two. Oh, almost going to go for rooster skip. Getting a little ahead of himself there.
A little bit. He's ahead, but not quite that much.
Yeah.
I've totally done that before. Gone towards like D8 when I'm trying to do D7 or something.
Yeah. As soon as you see the water, you're like, oh wait, I don't have flippers yet.
Yeah.
Or if you touch the water, I guess, is the definite I don't have flippers yet. Time for another walrus skip. Going for the top option.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely.
the best option if you don't want a soft lock, or if you don't want a chance to soft lock.
Okay, good. When he unpaused without like dropping the bomb, I was worried he was gonna try and like unbuffer it or something.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to do unbuffered for that.
Yeah.
Ooh, cue ball time. Easy fight.
The hardest easy fight.
Nice, no soft lock. Crunchy's in there. Yeah, Crunchy's POP is definitely ruined. He died in Dungeon 2, so...
And then he farmed up a bunch of gels in D3, which I think is a good idea, but he farmed until he got POP, so he still got it early within the dungeon. He got it before doing the super jump with the bat.
Yeah, so that's definitely a bad time, because you're gonna get like 5 extra kills that way. Actually, no, you're gonna get 9 extra kills that way over normal route.
Yeah. So, for those of you not familiar with the LADX route, early POP on
Oh
Sicky's side.
no!
So
No one's getting POP in D5.
yeah, so unfortunately, D5 POP is the one that saves the most time, but
It's also the one that can be screwed up the easiest.
yeah, because Bow Wow is completely RNG with what he eats and when he eats.
Wow.
So
Sicky took the smallest route through that screen, and Bow Wow still ate as well.
I know, exactly. Like, I feel like I've spent a day and a half, like a solid 3-day weekend on that screen before, and Bow Wow won't eat him. And then you try and just go through there as quickly as possible, and it just not happening.
Freaking Bow Wow, dude. He's so random. Oh,
But he's also so helpful. It's like,
true.
you know,
yeah,
there's-
like
there's-
Bow Wow. If Bow Wow Skip was a thing, I'm not sure if I would go for it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Because like he helps you kill a lot of enemies that you would have to take extra time to kill normally in order to manipulate POP count.
Oh, where is this going? Oh, I forgot the road. It looks
I
like.
think yeah, Crunchy just got lost a little bit.
It's not like that direction isn't that bad. Like it doesn't lose much time, but it's like, yeah, he just didn't know exactly where he was going. Yeah, Bow Wow saving time.
But
He
yeah,
saves a
and
lot
he
of time
also-
in Armos Maze.
Yes, Armos Maze is probably one of the biggest places, and also just eating cutscenes is pretty cool.
Yeah, and helping with POP. Like it would be a pain to get the D5 POP if we didn't have
Without
Bow Wow.
Yeah.
You'd have to like spend a lot of time like going for certain kills. It would be more consistent, but it would be
Like,
think it would
I
take
almost-
more time.
I was gonna say, ooh, that's unfortunate on
Ooh,
Sicky's
it's
side.
late.
Yeah, it looks like either it was an input issue on his end or the game just ate a bomb arrow and it didn't count. I've had that happen before.
Oh yeah.
So because he did the shooting animation, but nothing happened for the first bomb arrow.
Ooh.
So
I think that sometimes happens when you're like inside his hitbox.
exactly. I think that he was like right on top of him, so I think that's what
Yeah.
happened. It's not ever fun when that happens.
Oh no. Oh.
He had it. He jumped a little bit prematurely.
He was trying to jump on the wrong screen. Still. Oh, he's not gonna go for it. No. I mean, it's better that way. Honestly, it doesn't save that much time.
No, it saves like less than a second for each one that
Yeah,
you
it
get.
saves.
Right.
I think I framed it with time. Or frame counted it. It was like 10 frames optimally, like with when you get obstacle skip. Or something. Like it was close to 10 frames. So yeah, getting 2 of them in a run saves you like less than half a second.
And then falling in a pit a single time loses you like 2.
Yeah.
So it's the absolute worst bang for your buck out of any trick in the run. Like,
Yo, naked super jump.
and now Sicky can go for this damage boost without having to worry about POP at all.
Though not having POP also, we didn't say it speeds up the amount of charge time on your boots. So when you don't have POP, your charge time's a little bit longer, so it can throw off your muscle memory if you're used to doing this jump with
Yes.
POP.
Exactly. This jump is like one of the biggest reasons I like having POP for that room is just to make it feel more consistent. And yeah, this room on Crunchy's side, definitely not my favorite room. And by not my
True.
favorite, I mean it might be one of my least favorites in the entire run.
It's actually really annoying when you like sometimes the enemies just don't want you to go up there, and they'll like jump on top of you as soon as you land every time.
Ooh, I think Crunchy isn't wall clipped actually.
You can make it without a wall clip.
I think it's just a little bit harder.
It's
Like,
definitely
more-
harder without a wall clip.
Yeah, the timing is a bit more precise.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh no. Okay, he should be okay now.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, he's playing it safe, which I don't blame him for at all. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
grab
that's-
this fairy.
Yes. Alright, so Sicky at exactly 0 arrow. So he's
Which is-
gonna have to
Yeah, it'll be alright as long as he grabs some arrows in Armos Maze.
Yeah, Armos Maze that's another spot where Bow Wow is really, really useful because it makes it a lot easier to farm arrows after the Armos Maze or during the Armos Maze because the Armos will always drop arrows for you.
As long as I have 4 arrows leaving Armos Maze, I feel good about my arrow count. Like, I have enough arrows that way.
So yeah, you could see on Sicky's side, he actually avoided the piece of power that dropped on his screen. And that's because the text box is about 2 to 3 seconds, even skipping the text box. And he would not get 2 seconds of movement benefit because ideally he wants to lose it in this next room because it makes not having piece of power makes the Dungeon 5 boss way easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also, you can save more time doing the boss without it because you can get 5 hits, and if you do a 5-3, 5 hits and then 3 hits on the second cycle, it actually is faster than doing 4-4.
Alright, It's looking like... So there's a strat that Sicky's going to try and go for that guarantees you a 2 cycle on this boss so that you don't have to worry about RNG.
As long as you perform it well.
Yeah, which, depending on his RNG,
nice.
Close, but good. Very good on his side.
Those close pulls are the worst.
I know, yeah. I much prefer being able to just kind of take my time from the other side. So it looks like Sicky is going to be leaving D5 as Crunchy is entering it.
That just goes to show how long D5 is.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Crunchy was, like, not even... I don't know if he was even in D4 when Sicky entered D5. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think he was yet.
That just shows you how long it is, because he was able to enter the dungeon.
Nice, and Crunchy actually getting POP exactly where you want to see it.
Nice. Well, a room late, or a few rooms
well,
late,
yeah,
a decent spot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's about the latest that I would get it and be like, I'm okay with this. This is fine.
Yeah.
If it's any later than that, then it can be iffy.
Get to hear that lovely POP music finally.
Yep. And now we're just gonna hear it for the next forever.
Yeah, as long as he's able to keep it.
Yeah, which it can be very easy to lose it in here.
Ooh, going for the extra kills for some reason.
Yeah.
Those were not needed kills, and he's gonna have to kill them again on the way back. Alright, it's time for Bow Wow to shine.
Yeah, here comes Armos Maze, where you can easily manipulate Bow Wow into eating a lot of stuff.
Nice.
And you can see
that's a really good start.
Yeah.
I love when he eats that first, dude. So Sicky's hoping to get some arrows. Ooh.
Yeah, missing that one, but there's I think like 2 guaranteed arrow drops, like on the way out of the maze.
Yeah.
And
you get one for sure, and then you get one. You can get one on the stairs, like heading to D6 if you go the left path or whatever.
Very, very nice on Sicky's side. Perfect bootstraps.
Bootstrats. It always feels so good when you get like perfect bootstraps.
Yeah. That can be rough though. It can be really tough to get used to bootstraps. Nice, Sicky going back for some arrows. That's...
Oh no! The acorn drop, dude! Come on!
He tricked him.
He knew that guy was gonna die, and yeah, usually there's an arrow there, but...
Yeah, there's that guaranteed arrow drop. So he has, I believe, now 4 arrows. So yeah,
he's got enough arrows.
I think some people, I want to say it's TGH, uses some strats that require him to have 5 arrows going into D5, but I think for most people, as long as you're at like...
I just use the bomb arrow for the cutscene eat, and then breaking the wall, and then 2 arrows on 2 Zols.
Okay, I just do the one Zol strat. Oh my god, Sicky getting horrible RNG.
So you only actually need 3 arrows if you're... You only need 3 arrows if you're going for that strat. Some people like to kill the mold one, though, with an arrow as well.
I do if I have, like, 5 or more. Yeah, and here,
Yo.
nice, perfect cutscene.
Nice cutscene. Yeah, so the cutscene need is interesting. When you use the bomb arrow there right before you went into the key, it like sets a sprite location where when he opens the key and it starts the cutscene, it actually places the cutscene on that sprite where the bomb blew up, and then Bow Wow's able to eat it because it's within his range. We'll see the same thing later in D7, except he's gonna throw a rock instead. Okay. Crunchy trying to get this strat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he's not in position.
Yeah, his horizontal position. Oh, that should have worked.
Yeah, you want to be in between the two tiles so that you don't go near the middle of a pit. Like being between a pit gives you more time on the pit tile to move down.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate death.
One of the things players could learn, like new runners might want to learn, is like if you get low there, you should definitely go back underground into the water and stomp on the Goomba's head.
Yes,
because you can get a heart there.
Yeah, stomping on Goombas guarantees a heart drop, so it's, obviously slower than optimal, but it's better than dying and having to backtrack all the way there.
Yeah.
And also, another good setup for your horizontal position is if you are unsure of like a visual cue, if you just bonk off that left wall, you're guaranteed to be in like a good position.
Yeah, I still use that strat. I don't like eyeballing the position.
I just eyeball it because I've always eyeballed it since I started running, but if I hadn't learned the hard way, then I definitely would be using the bonk strat. And now he's got to do it without POP, which definitely makes the timing a little bit less forgiving.
True. Sickynar coming up to a dangerous spot here, needing pixel position. There's like 3 pixel range you can stand in. He's pixel too low there. There we go.
Yeah. Thankfully,
Nice.
there is a really consistent visual cue on the water that you can use to avoid ever soft locking there. But it's
I use a position with a brick in the wall, but yeah, there's like
okay.
multiple. You just use like visual cues, like any visual cue you can come up with. Like as long as you know the positions, you'll be fine.
I didn't catch it. Did Crunchy get the big key?
I didn't see him do it. He might be going for...
I think he's going for hookshot, and he's just gonna go back after he gets hookshot. I thought when he left at 2.5 hearts, I thought he was just gonna go farm more kills.
Hearts?
Or more hearts, yeah.
Yeah, so he's... Ooh. Sicky getting some long tries on that horse heads, but getting a quick flock clip. Yeah, so...
Yeah, horsehead RNG is an unfortunate side effect of the newest route.
This will be the intended route for Dungeon 5.
Oh,
No.
having an unfortunate time with the arrows getting eaten again.
Yeah, being inside that hitbox, dude. That's the only time I ever see it happen, is when you're like inside his hitbox. So it's definitely something people want to watch out for if you run this game. Facade, easy boss fight. There's not much to say about it. Ooh, a little bit early on his bomb there.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to lose time, is if you're just a bit early, because he's not like his hitbox isn't active until his face is all the way open.
Except before his text.
Yeah, except for his text for no reason, which is really dumb, but
Doesn't make any sense.
but hey, I guess the developers just wanted us to have an easier time with an already easy fight. So
Alright.
yeah, D6 going by with not too many hitches.
Yeah, pretty good Dungeon 6, other than like he had some trouble in the first in that Zola room. Or yeah, the dark Zola room. But yeah.
So yeah,
Crunchy
this
finally
is...
gets back here.
I haven't seen this, honestly, in a very long time, I would say.
Yeah, I haven't seen this since a casual run.
Since early Boomerang was found. Or early Hookshot was found and experimented with a little bit. but early hookshot is definitely not not a thing you want to rely on. You also need boomerang for it.
The boss key jump is actually pretty like challenging, especially for new runners. Like if you haven't practiced it a lot, it can be really difficult. Like it's something you definitely want to put a lot of practice into to get the muscle memory down for the jump timing.
I would say that and that Rooster Skip and Maudlin Skip are 3 of like the hardest things for newer runners to pick up. Speaking of which, Rooster Skip will be coming up on Sicky's side relatively soon.
Yeah, so we're back into Dungeon 4 again. Finally, time to finish it. We didn't really explain why we only did the first half of Dungeon 4.
I started to, and then I got sidetracked because Sicky got an early POP drop.
Oh yeah.
But interesting strats. On Crunchy's side.
He tried to go for the boots, but got stuck against the wall.
Yeah. So now he's trying to do hookshot jumps, which you will see in oh man, this is just a bad situation. There's like
there we go.
There we go. That's why I still, even though it's less optimal, I still do the jump hookshot and then extra hookshot. Like you hookshot to the right side and hookshot back to the left. Also, easiest boss on Sicky's side. Anglerfish. Shout out Stickerbone.
Gotta give him shoutouts every time. Porkerbone. Well, it's no different than me getting shoutouts on Hothead every time. So.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say.
Oh, the widescreen.
He mentioned it. He mentioned it.
He's still got the 2 cycle though.
Oh yeah.
Really nice boss fight.
Yeah, very, very good on Crunchy's side.
Sickynar is currently in the lead about, well, he's like a dungeon and a half ahead right now.
Yeah, dungeon and a half.
Because he finished Dungeon 6 and the second half of Dungeon 4, so...
Yeah, I think the D5, that Nightmare Key jump really was what set him back a lot. I think he was about 1 dungeon behind before, because they were entering and exiting D5 at the same time.
Yeah, that boss key jump was...
It's just one of those things that there's not really an easy way to route around it or anything. It's just something you've got to, just practice and grind at until you can get it consistently. It's one of the unfortunate parts of the run where that's just the case.
It might actually
be the only one, because
that POP drop that screwed his obstacle skip up so much, grabbing that POP. Yeah, he grabbed POP on the screen here when Bow Wow ate the Zol.
Oh man, yeah, because his movement speed was increased and everything.
Yeah, it throws off obstacle skip, so he still got it though.
Yeah, that's such a bad spot. There's that spot, and then there's also one where it's literally unavoidable to get POP.
Yeah, in the cave on the way to D7?
D7, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
if
where
you that stupid Zol in the path ahead of you.
Oh,
I've actually dodged that once, actually. Because I had the drop in the exact same spot a run beforehand. So I was like, it's gonna drop here again. So I jumped before he even ate it.
Alright, so on Sicky's side, we're seeing Rooster Skip,
Buffered.
which is...
Feels bad, man.
A double frame perfect trick that thankfully you can buffer, which is one of the reasons it's not the nightmare for new runners as it used to be.
Yeah, 100% consistent buffer method. Nice. So sub-pixels can screw you over. Actually.
Oh, can they? Is that what
if you get bad sub-pixels, sometimes it looks like your hookshot is still too far away when you're on the right frame. So you buffer again, and then it'll look like it's gone too far the next frame.
Okay, yeah, I have had that happen a couple.
Yeah, it's like a sub-pixel thing.
Yeah, Crunchy unfortunately dying to Armos, but it's not that big of a death because you just spawn right here. So, and going for feather strats, which is definitely not a bad way to go. It makes the fight much more consistent, much easier, just a little bit slower.
Boot strats is a little bit difficult if you're not used to like boots movement, and Being really
And-
precise with your boots movement, actually.
Yeah, the timing on boots, because you need to kind of buffer your boots while you're walking away from him, and then as the boots are about to go full out, then you need to turn around. So
Yeah.
if you're not really intimately familiar with that timing, it can really screw you.
It's the swaps that, like, the last 3 hits that are the hard part.
Exactly. The first 2, it's just a matter of, like, pressing B at the right time.
Oh, Bow Wow, you jerk!
Wow, Sicky getting horrible luck.
That's like such a small chance of happening, but it's like super annoying when it does.
Yeah,
It's like 4 seconds lost just because Bow Wow wanted to not eat something.
Ooh, unfortunate hit on the Armos for Crunchy's side.
He's definitely gonna want to go to the left path here.
And Sicky inside D7 right now. D7, if you're only familiar with casual D7, you're gonna be very happy to see this, because this dungeon is completely destroyed in speedrun.
Yeah, bomb triggers are super OP.
Because they activate cutscenes, and dropping those pillars count as cutscenes. Sicky having a little bit of trouble on this one, so buffering that.
Buffering isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely not. Especially if you lose too many bombs, it can really mess you up.
Oh no! Crunchy having big issues with that jump on the Zorlax pit.
Yeah,
At least
but
it's not too far away.
exactly. I was about to say it's much better than dying to the much better than dying to the
He's gonna grab hookshot here, I think. Yeah,
yeah, don't blame him.
that jump's not fun.
But it's much better than dying on the overworld. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, because you just spawn back in the cave.
So far, besides the death for the boss key in D5, most of his deaths have been very minor. And also was there one in D2?
Yeah, death in D2.
Oh,
on
on Hinox.
Hinox.
That's right. Yeah.
Goomba Surf time.
Oh man.
This
Goomba
RNG.
Surf, another spot just like Horseheads, where in order to be
Third try.
faster, nice, not bad. But in order to be faster optimally, we had to introduce more art.
It's super annoying RNG.
Yeah.
You have to get it in like the first like 6 tries or something like that. I think maybe it's 7 tries. I can't remember.
I want to say 6 sounds familiar to me.
I know 6 is the number for Horseheads to be faster route.
Unfortunate, Sicky getting knocked off the the ladder, but thankfully that's not too big of a deal. Just as long as it's not really late in the fight. Because if it's really late, then you can lose a bunch of bombs, and if it happens multiple times.
Easy fight though, pretty easy if you know the bomb strats. Oh nice, Crunchy knows about the fairy under the pot.
Yeah, the safety fairy. I love having that safety fairy there, especially after
like half a heart.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to go into D6 with low health.
The pickup in the spot you're not standing.
I know, that is so annoying when that happens.
I always clip the left side.
I feel like I've done that
so I
and
always
still ended up
pick up
with
the pot.
like. I feel like I've wall clipped into the left side and still picked up the right one before. Like, I don't know, that just feels so obnoxious.
It's super weird, the hitbox on it. Yo, invincibility glitch.
Easiest glitch in the game. You just hookshot a pot 2 times, and that's it.
You don't even have to do it 2 times.
Oh, really? Is it?
Yeah, you only have to be close enough to it. If you're standing against it and you hookshot it once, you get the glitch.
Wow.
The thing with the 2 hookshots came from like pulling yourself to the pot and then doing it, because the range that you get pulled to the pot is the range you need to be in to get the glitch.
Ooh, Crunchy having some trouble with the Wizrobe room.
Sicky skipping Marin. Get wrecked, Marin. We don't need you.
We will never save you.
You're just a discount Zelda.
Bible thumb. So yeah, coming up. Ooh, it's always so scary to get caught in walls like that. In D6, because just sometimes you soft lock, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I don't think you. I mean, you
away.
can boots out of most of them if you get stuck completely, but
Yeah.
it is possible to get legitimately stuck, which is not fun. Nice flame skip.
Flame skip on Sicky side. That you're supposed to have the mirror shield from D7, and even though we rerouted D8 first for a long time, even now that we have D7 first, we still don't get mirror shield because there's absolutely no reason for it.
It's actually the most useless item.
It's so useless.
It's just too far out of the way.
Yeah. Especially with bomb trigger route now, there's just no reason.
Oh man.
Okay.
Crunchy's scaring me here with this.
I know.
This strat. I don't like the turn strat. I like the sword out.
I like
strat.
the sword out strat because it makes the timing a lot more lenient.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks like he knows about visual cues though, so I don't think he's ever gonna soft lock on this. It's just a matter of
you gotta get the like when you do this super jump, you have to be really quick. There we go.
Yeah, like that. Perfect. Okay, very good.
Yeah. So he's not able to soft lock, but it just took him a few tries to get the speed.
Which, hey, that's better than soft locking, that's for sure.
True. Yeah. Soft locking is not fun, though we do have rules to make it so soft locking doesn't automatically lose you your race for this tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I thought he was gonna get first try. Third try, not bad.
Okay.
I'd be happy with a third try horse heads.
Yeah, third try is not bad. Man.
Oh.
Horse heads can really mess with you, though. I want to say my record is like 12? 13?
I have no clue what my record is anymore, but yeah, some people get some bad luck with that.
Snorlax.
Oh, the old days.
Exactly.
Oh no! Oh, the Zol saved him!
Oh my god!
That Zol just saved his life!
Oh my god!
He was about to get dragged back to the beginning of the dungeon.
Oh,
if you get sucked into that eye, you get sent back to the beginning of the dungeon. And the Zol damage knocked him out of the pull and into the pit instead.
That was terrifying.
Oh, I was so scared for him there.
Oh my god. I've never seen that before.
I've actually had that happen to me the exact same way once.
Ooh, missing his third hit
I was pretty
on
new to the game back then, but...
Okay, hopefully...
Oh, yeah, and he's only got half a heart.
He's got half a heart, so he's got a...
Oh, man. He's playing really careful right here.
Yeah, which I don't blame him for. He's gonna have a really...
Oh, no!
No! I saw his sword hit it, but it just went through anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That sucks, dude.
Especially because the new route doesn't kill the mini-boss anymore, so he has to just backtrack the entire way.
Yep, he's got to redo this, he's got to redo the Wizrobe room, he's got to redo the super jump.
Man, that's gonna... His bomb count is just
and
gone.
horse heads.
I would say at
he
this
can pick
point,
up another bomb actually, so
he could. I would say it would at this point just go kill the mini boss. Like that's what I would do at this point. I think the routing wouldn't even work better here to kill Wizrobes and everything.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, if he gets the super jump really quickly and first try horse heads, it might be okay. Yo, that good hothead kill. I didn't see how many cycles that was, but it was pretty quick.
I did not either, actually.
Yo, but we got Wang boys.
We got Wang boys.
Wang boys? Oh, so close. He can boots out of that. Boots out of that. Boots out of it. Boots out of it.
I don't know if he knows. Okay, good, he does.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I didn't actually know you could boots out of that. So
yeah, you can boots out of it if you're not too hard. If you don't go too far, he's still good.
So unfortunately, getting a little bit caught up in Crunchy's D6, we kind of didn't really say much about D8.
Yeah, we're like, there's a lot going on when people are in different dungeons.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot easier to give a play-by-play when people are doing things one after the other, but...
Heading to the final boss for Sicky.
He's about to... Because we don't have the ocarina, you can bomb trigger cutscene, but you cannot bomb trigger into it unless you have all 8 instruments in your inventory.
Yeah, it'll activate the cutscene and it'll play the song, but you won't get the egg opening if you don't have all the instruments. Sicky can still possibly get a sub 1, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely can. Because what I believe, like a really good split of this is like mid to low 4 minutes. And he already has spent like about a minute of overworld travel. So ideally he could probably get like a 58, 59, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, once Crunchy finishes this, he'll have to do the rest of D4 still, then D7 and D8.
Yes.
There we go, all 3 hits. This should be a much cleaner fight with his max health.
I'm a bit behind you. I'm gonna refresh my stream.
I said it before it exploded on the 3rd one.
Okay.
I could just tell because of the timing that he would be fine.
Alrighty, it's no big deal. I just refresh the stream. I think it should be fine.
Yeah. Lurulu? We in there? Going for the bomb trigger? Nice.
Nice.
Oh, no! He paused before he landed. That was sketchy.
Oh,
Never
man.
pause before you land.
As someone who...
Yeah, the most experience with this.
I have the most experience with this. Do not pause before you land there. If you pause on the right frame, like the same frame that you land, you will soft block, and there is nothing you can do. You can't save and quit, you can't anything. It's just a white screen.
Yeah, you're just stuck in a white screen, and the only thing you can do is reset your game and start from the
very beginning of the run.
Or wherever you last died.
Yeah, that happened to me in a tournament race where I was ahead going into the last boss. So, trust me, don't do that. It's never happened to me before or since, but man.
Just the chance alone.
Means
you should never pause before you land.
Alright, so Aghanim, first 2 round balls are guaranteed, and after that, 2 more, you need to hit him 2 more times, and both of them are 50-50 shot.
Is that the first blue ball, I think?
I think so, yeah. Does he have 2 hits or 3?
He got a blue ball, so...
Okay, so he had 3 hits, and then a blue ball. 1 blue ball's not bad.
Yeah.
Very nice quick kill on the Moldorm phase. That phase is super annoying if you don't get that quick kill.
It just happens sometimes. Like, you feel like you did everything right, and
It
Moldorm just walks away from
yeah.
you.
Now needs 12 hits on the Ganon phase. And now the Land Mola phase, question mark? It's already over.
Yeah, it's like, it's a Land Mola phase, but it's not really.
That's not Land Mola at all.
It's not a fight. What? He's going a different way.
Okay.
He went up to the boss fight he went up from the mini boss fight portal instead of down.
Okay.
Yeah. He also grabbed extra bombs at the start of D4.
Which, actually, that's a very good idea. He needed those. For sure.
Well, he's got 22 bombs. He's pretty good on bombs.
Alright, so Sicky on the final fight.
RNG fest.
Exactly.
Again.
You can get up to 4 hits on his eye. You need 16 total, so the fastest you can get is 4 cycles, but usually you'll end up with 5.
Yeah, like, it depends on the timing of his eye. Sometimes he'll open it, like, right before you have to jump, or right as you're about to jump, and then, like, trying to do both actions at the same time at slightly different times is super annoying.
And time comes when the screen fades to white, so... Time.
Nice.
Yo,
sub
Sicky,
1.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
man.
man.
Sub 1.
Yeah, glad I was able to sub 1.
Yo, I'm not sure where Crunchy's going right now.
I think he might have forgotten the route. Maybe?
I see what he was trying to do there, but
Yeah.
that is not where you're
That is
needing
not...
to go.
That's not the ideal...
I think he couldn't manage to get the super jump up to the boss key, and now he's a
Oh,
little
so now he just doesn't remember how to
confused.
get to it casually?
Yeah, you have to go up and solve the puzzle. That's not
Yeah.
fun. Oh, maybe he got the
Oh,
thing.
no, he
Oh,
did get the boss key.
He
Did
didn't
just
know. He forgot about the diagonal jump.
Oh, okay. I got very confused there for a second. I think that's him
He's
raging at his
spamming
brain.
in frustration.
Yeah.
I like to do that as well. Though I usually don't do
Yes.
that at parts where, you know, you're still being timed or whatever. I'll do it as like bosses are dying or something. This is the only run for today, I believe.
So, Sicky, how did you feel about your run?
Sounds good.
I take it went. I'll take that as a good.
All right, time for him to head to Rooster Skip.
Yeah. Rooster Skip is definitely interesting.
I would guess he would do buffered Rooster Skip.
Very likely. I always recommend anybody, like, unless you're, I mean, heck, I have a 57 and I still buffer Rooster Skip because
Yeah.
optimally, like, optimal buffered versus optimal unbuffered
Saves
is a
8
difference
seconds.
about 8 seconds, and if you fail it once, you lose 20, 30? Like,
Yeah, it's over 20, but it depends how late into the trick you are. If
Yeah.
it goes up to like over 30.
But it's just it's absolutely not worth even trying unless you're at very, very high level play.
Yeah, a lot of the older players do it just because we're used to it because we didn't
Yeah.
have buffered back then.
Exactly. One of the only reasons as an older player that I do buffered is because I've taken so many breaks away from the game that it's just like I took the time to learn it because I had unlearned my muscle memory when it was found.
Well, that explains what happened with Sicky. Apparently he
Yeah,
blew his computer blue screen. Feels
Oh, ouch.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Sicky said in the chat. He wasn't paying attention, and that's why he paused before the final boss and almost white screened. That's exactly what happened to me.
I mean, it's a
I just
one
wasn't-
frame chance, but like, it's hard to tell if you almost did it, but
Yeah,
there's a chance. Like,
exactly.
at least if you wait until after you land, there's a 100% chance you won't get it.
Mhm.
Oh, he's going for the outside strats. I don't like those. That's why.
Yeah, the outside strats, that can be scary though. It's faster, but you
It
can
takes you
fall
like a
there.
second and a half or something to
Yeah.
go around the outside, but like pushing the blocks is so much more safe, I think.
Exactly.
It's definitely a good thing Sicky didn't blue screen until after his run.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. The timing on that blue screen
Oh no.
is absolutely insane.
The widescreen
that's-
frustration.
That's actually like what, 3 minutes? If his computer had blue screen 3 minutes earlier, then
Yeah.
that would have been it.
He would have been back at the shop.
Oh my god.
'Cause I don't think he died at all during this
He
run.
didn't. No, he didn't. At least for Crunchy, if he soft locked
There
or
we
something,
go.
he'd be back at.
Oh no, he
he's-
didn't clip.
He's not
He
clipped.
didn't clip.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay, he can still do this with buffering. He's going for unbuffered. Oh no.
I don't know if he was even going for unbuffered. I think he was
He might
trying
have
to
just tried to get in
move
position.
move his position, but he should have been going up.
You could just
instead
do
of to the left
unbuffered
there.
strats like Black if you don't get the jump, you know? Like his triple jump where he like doesn't do boots jump at the first jump.
Really,
like,
I haven't
three
seen that
jumps.
actually.
Yeah, he does like
Wow.
no boots, like he just does a straight jump into the pit for the first one and goes straight up. And then like from the top he jumps down and then he jumps again a third
Huh.
time. But he does it unbuffered,
Okay, I
which
think
is super weird. But... Here we go. He's in a good position. I think he's
Think
readying himself.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he's just like breathing. Oh my god, Bao. Though.
Okay, this should be good. He should be okay.
He should be fine.
As long as he doesn't have to go for a second one.
Yeah.
Oh no, he got the bad subpixel!
Oh
That's
no!
Did you see that? That's what
Yeah,
I was talking
I saw
about.
that.
Like,
exactly.
it looked like it was too far away, but then after you buffer again, because you're not sure, you think it's still too far away, then you buffer again and it's too far into you, and at that point you
That's
have to
just
shoot
horrible,
again.
horrible luck.
Yeah, the subpixels, man.
Subpickles are really the downfall of society.
No one likes subpixels, dude. I still think they're worse than global frames, but you know. All right.
Okay.
He can do it from here. Oh no! First frame fall.
Oh, no.
Okay, well now he's gotten screwed by subpixels and global frames.
That's so bad. Oh
on
my
the same
gosh.
trick, dude.
Welcome to
on.
Link's Awakening DX. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So he could really fix that by clipping into the wall on the left before he goes into the screen with the jump. It makes it so you can't get a first frame fall like that.
Okay, what did I miss?
Crunchy got screwed by bad subpixels and then bad global frame rules.
Yeah.
So I think this is fifth try?
Yeah, because he fell. Well, I mean, it's
Or no,
like second try, but he fell before getting to Rooster Skip twice. So
Yeah.
it's technically fifth time in this cave.
Okay, just
This one looks like it'll be good.
this looks like it
Okay,
should
yeah,
be
that's
okay.
good.
Yeah, that's good. All right. So now he just needs to.
Jump. Okay.
He went for
Oh.
unbuffered on the second one.
That's too sketch.
Yeah, it's the second one going for unbuffered is easier because the hook shot like is more. It's a lot closer, so it's more spammable. But
You can spam for that one, but that's still dangerous.
it's
like,
still dangerous. Yeah, it's kind of scary either way though, because even for buffered, if you don't, that's why I like to face down when I do buffered sometimes on the second one.
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably wants to spam facing down after that first jump.
Yeah, because after the first
It
one,
gives you a lot more reaction time.
that's the big issue. Is it's a lot closer, which is good for spamming, but it also means you have to react.
The insta fall again.
Oh my
Global
gosh.
frames are screwing him because he's not clipping.
Ouch.
That sucks so bad. Clipping would help him so much right here.
Mhm.
It's too bad. So yeah, for anybody that's new running this game, make sure you clip into that left-hand wall when you do this trick. It'll stop you from getting the insta falls after your jump. At least on the first jump.
Yeah. It's not guaranteed though. I feel like I've clipped and still insta-falled sometimes.
You can fall pretty quickly, but
Yeah.
alright, here we go. He's got this.
I think he just waited a little bit too long. Pause or something.
Yeah, and then he just went for the spam. Okay, that looked good. Okay, that was good.
Oh no!
Okay, literally every possible issue.
Every way that the game
Yeah.
can screw him, it has.
Mhm. Every single way. Falling in the room before Rooster Skip. Like global frames, subpixels, and Bow Wow have all ruined him.
That's so unfortunate, man.
That sucks. Okay, short jump. He can still save this.
He can still save it. He just needs to hookshot up.
Yeah.
Yeah. This. Oh.
Yeah, that's the same strat that Black does.
Okay. I don't think
He
he was
jumps up there
expecting
and-
to get that jump. I think it caught him
No.
by surprise. That's why I
Yeah.
usually just hookshot up until I'm in a position where I can hookshot to the left and jump.
I mean, he could have, like, I think he was too low to do that. I think it was just sucking him into the current pit that he was in. But he could have done that same jump that he did, but buffered, and then buffered another one out of that, and then just did 3 jumps instead. But yeah. All he needs is a good jump and some consistent buffering. Oh no, dude! Please!
Game, why are you doing this?
These frame rules, man, are killing him. Oh no, he forfeited in the race channel.
Oh,
Did he mean to do that?
I don't know. He paused his timer.
Oh no, I think he's planning.
I think,
this off.
yeah, I think so. I'm seeing a sorry up on his stream.
Mm-hmm. That's too bad.
Yeah, that was honestly so much of that wasn't his fault though.
Mm-hmm.
The game just really, really wanted to screw him.
Yeah, that's just too bad. Sometimes things just don't go your way, and that just builds up. It's not fun at that point. I don't know if we're gonna get him coming in here.
I'm not sure. Regardless, hey Sicky, do you want to talk about your run for a little bit?
Yeah. That was I was actually really happy with how that happened. Like, some of the execution was really poor, and then I got some bad drop luck, piece of power.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
And that Acorn and Armos maze, that was the biggest troll because you needed arrows.
Yeah, I was actually farming for arrows, and that's why you saw me just autopilot towards the Armos after Bawa ate it. But
Absolutely.
as soon as I did that, I saw the Acorn, and I was like, well. And
at that point, you just gotta.
My arrow count ended up being okay. I had to play it pretty close. Yeah,
because the Stalfos ate a couple, didn't he? In D5?
Yeah, I wasted 2 on D5 accidentally, and that was kind of weird. And then my bomb count also got really low after I was sort of mindlessly attempting unbuffered triggers for the second pillar, and then I was like, wait a minute, I literally I can't afford to do that. So that was kind of weird. Yeah, I think for the most part, though, a lot of things did kind of tilt more towards my favor in terms of RNG and some of the more random aspects of it. So
you got really screwed on Villa Skip, though.
I was about to say though, how many
hilarious
buffers was that? Because I was not looking at your screen, and I just looked back, and you were still doing it.
I got 2 insta falls because I think my jump timing was just way off, and then
someone said you had over 20 buffers.
It felt like over 20. Yeah, it was. Because the third one, I was so antsy to not fall again because I'd fallen twice that I just paused, and I was like, well, I'm in this for the long haul.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because I feel like, God, so much just happened, and I look back and you were still doing it. I wasn't sure, maybe you fell on accident or something.
Yeah,
that happened to me in a race once where it was a tourney race last year where I heard the sound effect, I held down, and then fell anyway. And I feel like that's happened to a couple people before, so I wasn't sure if that happened or something.
The reason that usually happens is if you don't hold down the entire time you're doing the trick, you can slowly slide upwards sometimes.
Okay.
Also, we got Crunchy in here now.
Oh, Crunchy.
Heyo.
What's up, dude?
Yo.
Not my self-esteem, I tell you what.
Dang, dude.
I mean, it
had
happened.
some issues there.
Dude, that was the game screwing you in every way possible, though.
I don't know. It's also just I don't know. Just this week is just every run I've tried, something's gone wrong. My brain just been like, nope, and then just things kind of snowball, and that's kind of happened here too. My start felt pretty good, even with that stupid death in Dungeon 2, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of bad luck there.
Yeah.
You're so close to killing him.
I
You just got that last hit on you.
I can't believe I actually died in the D6 boss, and there's video evidence.
Oh man. Yo, you got saved by that Zol.
By the Zol in the warp beforehand.
Yeah, you almost got sucked into the vacuum back to the start of the dungeon, and the Zol bounced you out of it.
I guess be thankful for small favors.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, going into Facade with half a heart, it doesn't matter like who you are. That's always scary because I take at least 1 or 2 hearts of damage from Facade every time, just because I get lazy with my dodging and everything. Just kind of autopilot it, and it's so easy to take damage in there.
And that one, I think I actually hit the tile because the tile was destroyed, but we like traded. I mean, I can't believe I traded
saw
with
that.
an inanimate object.
I saw that.
Soon mentioned that.
It like your sword made contact, but then it just kept going for no reason.
That was so I don't know. I mean, all I know is I'm going to be spending a fair bit of time practicing several of those treble parts before the next race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like little tips that you could do for D5 jump. Like bonking off the left wall will line you up perfectly for the boss key skip, or the boss key, early boss key.
That was weird. I usually don't have that much. I usually, because I'm bad about taking hits, I usually do that jump without Piece of Power, so I couldn't even do it with Piece of Power today, and that just was really weird.
Well, yeah, Piece of Power speeds up your boots charge. It makes your boots charge faster than without POP.
Maybe that's what was throwing me off, because I'm not used to having Piece of Power there, so it's probably jumping at the wrong timing.
Yeah, and then clipping in the wall for Rooster Skip is super useful. It'll stop you from getting those insta falls.
Oh,
those are super annoying. At least on the first jump. You got wrecked by global frame rules like 3 times on that, like the insta falls, and then you got screwed over by subpixels.
Bow Wow, I think once in there.
Yeah, Bow Wow.
Bow Wow
did it once, and then subpixels ruined you once when you were doing the buffered method, and you got the bad subpixel, so it like the hookshot head was off by a pixel or whatever.
I saw that. I was trying to compensate for it, but it didn't work.
If you like, by the time you realize it's wrong, then you're like a frame late.
Yeah, at that point you just have to slam on the hookshot button and hope you don't fall, and I did, and I fell anyway.
Yeah.
Oh well. Rooster Skip is never a fun time, even no matter how many times you do it.
True.
Exactly.
Sicky also got kind of wrecked by Bow Wow, getting early POP before D5.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
He was at first he wasn't eating much, and I thought I was safe. And then on the way to the keyhole, and then in the tunnel, he ate so much, and I figured it was too close. And that kind of threw me off for Dungeon 5 as well, because the boots timing and various like minute aspects like that just felt very different, so I had to adapt on the fly.
But adapt you did. GG, Sicky. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for the race.
GG.
I was seeing in chat, Sicky apparently almost soft locked on the final boss.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
I menued really early, and I was like on autopilot, so I didn't really like think about it. And then one of the people in my chat was like, apparently you almost like crashed the game, and I was like, oh crap, you're right.
That would have been
very appropriate given the fact that I'm on commentary and I'm the person to have done that in the tournament race before.
I remember that. That was so dumb.
I didn't even know that soft lock existed until it happened to me, and I was just like, hello.
Oh, that's also true. You almost blue screened your run.
Yeah, I'm
later.
sitting here and like I jump into the chat and I'm about to say something, and then my computer just crashes, and I'm like, crud, dude.
It was actually within 3 minutes of the end of his run.
Yeah, I guess IRL RNG was kind of on my side there in terms of not crashing during the race.
Oh my goodness. No, it's at that point it probably would have been a matter of, can I manage to make my hands cooperate and get Rooster Skip first, or can you get back caught up to where I was in that time?
Yeah, it's a race.
That's an interesting thought. If you white screen like on the final boss, would you be able to continue from the from the Walrus Skip save point?
You'd have to.
You continue from the shop.
Yeah.
You'd have to continue from the shop. Because the Walrus Skip save state is only for if you screw up on Walrus Skip. At least in the rules.
Okay, no, that it's one of those things where it's technically a save you haven't prepared in case of emergency, but at the same time it's not
maybe
a
you could, but you're still how far behind?
I mean, what? That's like about a 40-minute time loss, like a 30-minute time loss,
or like 55.
It's like, oh no, you saved 10 minutes of your 40-minute time loss.
Yeah,
you did it.
Yeah, but
I also forgot how to do blob quick kill.
Oh jeez.
I still don't quite know the pixel. I just kind of set up and pray it works.
I realized the other day in a run that I don't know the old setup anymore at all, because I missed the cutscene skip, and I just don't know what to do with the cuts without going for the.
I always remember that because you line up like in the whale, like the curve of the whale with the top of Link's hat. At least for that's for the non text skip version.
Was it the Zorlax pixel is one step above the Flynn pixel?
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, it's one up.
Because it's literally one pixel higher than the one Flynn used.
Yeah, Flynn used that one, and then Zorlax is like, "Oh, the one above it works. That's the Zorlax pixel." But anyways, I guess that should be it for today.
I believe so. Let's see, what is Speed Gaming's schedule looking like? That is all for now. I think in 3. Oh wait, this is Eastern time. So in like 2 hours, I think we're gonna have the Final Fantasy randomizer.
Is there another race scheduled for the Awakening?
Link's Awakening, let me see.
Gotta check the schedule.
I know I have a race scheduled next Thursday, or we just submitted it. I think the next
one's tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
There will be a race between White Wolfos and Mighty Mouth.
Mighty!
Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. It'll be on Speed Gaming 2.
Okay, that's why I missed it.
And then Stanner and TGH will actually be racing an hour and a half after that. So it'll be 2 races in a row tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I know what I'm doing tomorrow evening.
So I guess if that's it, we should probably head out and say goodbye to everyone.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll put on a better show next time, I promise.
I believe in you.
I believe.
Siggy, no.
Okay.